and thank you for joining us on another New Year's review of our 2022 activities from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC. My name is Aisha Mohammed, here to bring you the concluding part of the 2022 review of EFCC activities. Please stay tuned.
My name is Rashid Bawa, the Executive Chairman, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. I want to use this medium to urge all Nigerians to eschew all manner of electoral fraud, either through vote buying, vote selling, or fraudulent manipulations of electoral processes. I'm fully persuaded that we can run our electioneering processes devoid of any form of criminality. Let us all be committed to a free, fair, and credible dealings in the exercise of our democratic rights. Thank you.
The year 2022 was quite eventful, and if you have been following us, the last two episodes of The Eagle clearly brought that to the fore. The year 2022 was a season of achievement for the EFCC. Enjoy the concluding part of the review.
In 2022, the Executive Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Rashid Bawa, received the President of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors Valuers, NIESV, Emmanuel Okas Wike. At the occasion, Bawa reiterated the commitment of the Commission to combat the menace of money laundering and other forms of corruption in the real estate sector. Bawa, who pointed out that the real estate sector remains a safe haven for money launderers, affirmed that the EFCC will not relent in ridding the sector of the menace. He also urged members of the NIESV to comply with extant laws regulating their practices by furnishing the EFCC with full details of suspicious transactions in line with the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022.
Let me tell you, Mr. President, maybe before you listen to me on TV, but I'm going to tell you now that the real estate in this country is the biggest hub of money laundering, maybe second only to the financial institutions. We will not be saying something that we don't have facts about. Every blessed day for every case that we are investigating, people that are suspects that are laundering their proceeds of crime, their first and best destination is in the real estate.
The EFCC, in the year under review, auctioned about 650 vehicles and electronic devices across the various commands of the Commission at Lagos, Abuja, Benin, Port Harcourt, Kano, Ibadan, Enugu, and Uyo. The vehicles were auctioned off as subjects of final forfeiture orders in line with the EFCC Establishment Act 2004, the Public Procurement Act 2007, and the Proceeds of Crimes Recovery and Management Act 2022. The exercise was conducted in conjunction with the Bureau of Public Procurement to ensure compliance with all extant laws. The exercise was preceded by public inspection of the displayed photographs of the assets where potential bidders viewed and identified the vehicles or items of their choice, while the auction proper held with various licensed auctioneers who took charge of the exercise at the designated centers.
My people, my name is Emeka, Mekus Kamat. Let me get all this motor. I don't learn my lesson. Somebody come buy motor for my hand, carry big money, come give me. Now when we get bust, now my eye open. I don't know that 419 be. Now when EFCC babam, now they come bab me too. Now he make me they warn you all up when I want to do business like me. Where they carry big money, well I go sometimes I go carry transfer, carry bring back. Yeah, make una shine in my eye because the special control unit against money laundering, what they call SCUMO, they don't want say if the money pass 5 million naira for individual, no collect them. If it pass 10 million naira for company, no collect them. Carry and go where? Bank. If you no do them like that, 250,000 naira for every day where this offense happen. Or they go suspend your license or they go cuckoo shut am down kpatakpata for your hand. No talk say I no warn you.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Still in 2022, the executive chairman of EFCC, Abdulrasheed Bawa, provided updates and strides made by the Commission to the 62nd session of the State House briefing organized by the Presidential Communications team at Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. He also spoke about the innovations that were introduced by the Commission to curb financial crimes and money laundering in Nigeria. The EFCC chief executive briefed the meeting about the success of the public auction of over 600 vehicles and other items and stated that the Commission may commence the process of sale of forfeited properties comprising 160 flats and apartments in 16 locations across the country. Bawa, who highlighted the various reforms, innovations, and corruption prevention programs executed in the EFCC since he assumed leadership of the Commission, disclosed that the Commission recorded an unprecedented 3,615 convictions between January and December 9, 2022, which surpassed the equally impressive 2,220 convictions posted in 2021. In the same vein, he disclosed that by the end of October 2022, the EFCC had recorded over 134 billion naira and $121 million in monetary recovery. This, he said, excluded the 354 billion naira it recovered from an oil company in unpaid royalties. He attributed the feat to the commitment of staff and the support of both the government and the judiciary.
Mo kí onílé, mo kí àlejò. Pàápàá jùlọ gbogbo ọmọ Odùduwà káàárọ̀ oòjíire nílé lóko lálejò àti lẹ́yìn òde pé ẹ kú àsìkò yìí. Mo fi àsìkò yìí pé àkíyèsí wa sí ìwà àjẹgúdújẹrá tí a mọ̀ sí corruption ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì pé ó lòdì sí òfin orílẹ̀-èdè àti ìtẹ̀síwájú orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà. Igi kan kò lè dágbó ṣe. Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wa ló lè tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí ìwà àjẹgúdújẹrá ní orílẹ̀-èdè wa.
Domin samun ingantacciyar ilimi, hanyoyi masu kyau da nagartacciyar asibiti, mu haɗa hannu da ƙarfe, mu yaƙi cin hanci da rashawa da yi wa tattalin arzikin ƙasa zagon ƙasa.
2022 was also the year the Special Control Unit against Money Laundering, SCUML, became domiciled in the EFCC through the promulgation of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. The Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022 repeals the Money Laundering Prohibition Act No. 11, 2011. It also contains elaborate provisions for the legal and institutional framework for the prevention and prohibition of money laundering in Nigeria. SCUML also held series of trainings and enlightenment programs across the country for designated non-financial businesses and professions, DNFBPs. The trainings were to aid them to comply with provisions of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022 in order to avoid penalties as stated in the Act.
Designated persons and entities. So that list, as an NGO, you are supposed to have access to it. To know if this particular donor agency has ever been blacklisted for terrorist financing. So that list must be used by the NGO to be sure that this money that is coming in is not coming in from somebody that's interested in funding terrorism. Because it might sound to be very good, very innocent, commendable, and send you money. Thereafter, they will begin to detect to you how those money should be expended, who should get it, areas you should spend that money on. The end beneficiaries might be those that will carry out the terrorist activity.
It is worthy to note that all DNFBPs must be registered and must render reports as at when due.
Simply put, when it comes to money laundering and terrorist financing prevention, KYC and CDD are the steps and procedures taken to properly identify the customers or clients of the DNFBP. So what they are just trying to say is these are the steps you take to identify your customer. Yesterday we talked about risk-based assessment. What I'm going to handle today is how you are going to get KYC and do CDD, so you can properly identify your customers and put them in the proper risk-based spectrum.
Corruption must decrease. This is a canker-worm disease. When our people go live in peace, when all this nyama go cease, I can look back when I
see. Now here I dey work, and now here I dey chop. Sometimes this my work, it is very tough, and things go just rough. But that one no mean say I go put my hand inside bad things now. I know say if I put my mind to do this work well, I know say I go make am. I no need put my hand inside bad things. I be mechanical, I dey hustle, and I dey legit.
Ni mai sai da kifi ne, ina jajircewa akan nema, ina sana'ata na gaskiya.
IBS stylist, Moazu, mu dey legit.
I'm selling phone accessory, I dey hustle, and I dey legit.
I'm a sound engineer, I dey hustle, and I dey legit.
I'm a tailor, I dey hustle, and I dey legit.
I'm a barber, I dey hustle, and I dey legit.
I'm a painter, I dey hustle, I dey legit.
I'm a fashion designer, I dey hustle, and I dey legit.
Be proud of your hustle. Be legit. Say no to cybercrime.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Without journalism, the world would be ignorant. So the EFCC, in sustaining the relationship it had built over the years with the media, organized workshops for journalists in some selected states across the country.
Some of you will recall at the end of the year 2021, the EFCC reported that we have secured 2,220 convictions. But I'm happy to report to you today that as at the 5th of August 2022, we have already recorded 2,210. Only 10 convictions short of what we have recorded last year as a whole, as at August.
The workshops were to ensure professionalism for the participants and to remind them that the public good ought to be above their personal interest while reporting corruption issues.
Gentlemen of the press, regardless of the challenges that we have faced and we continue to face, I'm happy to report that we are making progress. Many of you are aware of the strides that we have recorded in the fight against corruption, especially in the area of recovery of stolen assets, prosecution of economic and financial crimes offenders.
I am a Nigerian youth. This is my call to all children and youth of Nigeria to please shun cybercrime. The internet is to assist us to be better at what we do in a positive way, like research our assignments, learning positive trades and marketing. But these days, young people use the internet to commit all kinds of internet crimes. Yahoo has become the order of the day. Brothers and sisters, cybercrime is affecting the mentality of young people. Cybercrime is affecting our performance and grades in school. Cybercrime is affecting our expected role in the society. Say no to cybercrime for a great Nigeria.
Other trainings were held for staff of the Commission to improve capacity building and development and for them to improve and retain the skills, knowledge, tools, and other resources needed to do their jobs competently in order to achieve the mandate of the Commission.
Two things you need in life for success: experience and or training. If you don't have the experience, where you can pick it up is training. You either live through it or you learn it. So you are here, give it your best shot. Listen and contribute. Contribute, open your mouth, participate. That's how you can learn.
Some of these trainings took place at the EFCC Academy in Karu, Abuja, some in institutions abroad, while some were in conformity to certain professions.
The work is challenging, but
It's the same challenge that we had yesterday that we are having today and we're likely to have tomorrow. So if we know that and we have the skill set to engage these issues, then it will be better for us as individuals and the Commission as a whole and the nation. Just whatever it is, just make sure you don't leave here the same way you came in. You should leave here a much improved person, because we're going to be demanding much improved performance from you as you go back to head back to the jobs that you have always done. Expect that you'll do it better now.
But all were in line with best international practices.
Philip, don't tell me you're still doing this yahoo thing, no. This is cybercrime, for God's sake, and our law forbids it.
Jide, my man, wetin my pikin go do now? This is the only thing I know how to do. Look, I make plenty money from pressing these computers you see here.
Yes, you may be making millions, but our country is losing more than millions. You are killing the image of this country out there.
Shoo, guy. How am I killing image when all I do is use my brain to collect what I need?
Have you thought of how those you are defrauding see Nigeria and Nigerians?
How is that my business? I am only...
It is your business, my business, our business, to stop betraying and painting Nigeria black before other countries through cybercrime and any other criminal act.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Don't you know it is the reason people from Nigeria are maltreated wherever they go? Have you stopped to find out why Nigerians are scrutinized and called names in other countries?
Man, I didn't know this my business has anything to do with the image of this country.
Now you know. Please stop it, because EFCC is watching.
Okotoriba. EFCC kwa?
Yes, EFCC will get you anywhere, anytime. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
I am Abdurrashid Bawa. I stand against corruption. I call on every patriotic Nigerian to lend their voices in this crusade. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. Together, we'll make Nigeria great.
Also in the year under review, the EFCC, in a bid to bridge the gap between the Commission and its publics, launched a virtual town hall meeting called EFCC Connect. The essence was to engender close interface and collaboration with the EFCC public, provide answers and clarification to issues where and when possible, and sensitize and educate the public about issues on the war against economic and financial crimes using the social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. This is in addition to the Commission's television and radio programs and the Zero Tolerance and EFCC Alert publications. Not forgetting the EFCC Eagle Eye app, which has aided the reportage of financial crimes, giving whistleblowers the liberty of being anonymous. All the programs ensured that the anti-corruption fight and story reached the doorstep of the public. Ojo Chukutami Eche for the Eagle.
Remember Psalm 112 verse 9. The Bible said that when you dispense a gift to the
oh, this driver don't go enter another pothole again. You know, at the talk, he didn't even look me bad eye, sir. Not your fault. The federal government go award road to some rubbish contractors where we say they don't agree do the road. See as road jaga self. Just one pothole, then they complain. Let me tell you, my local government chairman, money when they give us.
Oh, God, now they disturb us. Nothing get peace of mind for this boss again.
Leave this all this trouble. I can't say I'm going to report to EFCC. I reach there, see queue everywhere. Everywhere just choke. Only me carry myself, come back out. Theft money. My brother. You never hear of that app where EFCC do what they call Eagle Eye? Eagle Eye? Yes, Eagle Eye. EFCC specially designed this app for people like Una. All you need to do now to download the app on top your phone. Bring your phone, make I show you. See ya. Open. You see? You go either Google Play Store or Apple Store. Open up. You see, Amba? Eagle Eye. Download the app. As you download the app, upload pictures. Before you know, they will attend to you sharp. Then design that app in such a way where they say nobody go know say now you even complain on top that app. Just like that. Just like that, my brother. My people, Eagle eye. Eagle eye. Eagle eye.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
You will agree with me that the EFCC did so much in the year 2022. It is our hope that all Nigerians will join and help the EFCC achieve its mandate of ridding Nigeria of economic and financial crimes, if not totally eradicated. Remember, we have no place to call home but Nigeria. Join the anti-corruption wagon, and together 2023 will be a greater year. And that concludes our review of the episode of The Eagle. Please tune in again next week as we bring you a continuation of interesting updates about the activities of the EFCC within and outside the country. Don't forget that you can send an email to info@efcc.gov.ng and speak to our officers on 0809 3322644 and follow us on all our social media platforms at Official EFCC for all matters relating to economic and financial crimes. Use the EFCC mobile app, The Eagle Eye, to report any fraud you see happening around you. You download the app, you follow the steps and report fraud on the go, and you can also take pictures of corrupt practices and upload them. I am Aisha Muhammad. See you next week. Stand for integrity. Do the right thing always. Goodbye. God bless Nigeria. Please do stay safe. Be kind to yourself and to others around you. And do enjoy the rest of the week.